Hello, universe. My name is Mitch Barnett. This is my dog, Katrina Barnett. We're survivors. I survived Marble Mountain, South Vietnam. My dog survived Hurricane Katrina. Today we're going to go back actually to 1985. I'm working in the textile industry. I'm working for a big textile company, Gallery Loom Skill. And it's about 5:30 in the afternoon, and the president of the company calls me in. He wants to speak. Somebody said, Joe Brody wants to speak to you. So I don't know what it's about. He's the boss. The boss is calling me in, so I'm a little bit worried. So I went in to see Joe Brody. He had a beautiful office, marble showrooms, and it was at 1412 Broadway. And Joe Brody says to me, Mitch, how you doing? I said, fine. He says, where were you today at 4 o'clock, he says to me. So I'm thinking to myself, where was I at 4? I'm thinking to myself, 4 o'clock today, oh my God, I stopped off for a slice of pizza. I shouldn't have been doing that, but I was going to admit, I was going to come clean and said I stopped off for a slice of pizza. So Joe Brody says, well, I'll tell you where you were. You were in the Empire State Building, and I was going to say hello to you, and you were running your ass off with a heavy suitcase. You were running to catch the elevator. And I just wanted to tell you, Mitch, you were caught working today. You were running for the elevator with a heavy sample bag, and you were caught running today to the elevator. You were caught working, and you're a good man. You're working very hard, and you have a great future here. I said, thanks, Joe. And so I really felt good. I was caught working. He saw me working, and that was a great thing. So, and after that story, I'm going back. I'm having a flashback actually to 1970. 1970. I was at Marble Mountain, South Vietnam, but I was on the main naval base. And my boss, the chief petty officer, says to me, oh, the chief wants to speak to you. I said, okay. So I go in to speak to the chief, and the chief says to me, where were you today? Did you get into a fight with some Marines on the base today? And I'm thinking back what happened. I said, Chief, it wasn't my fault. I got jumped by six jarheads. They said, how you doing, Squid? I said, I'm doing fine. And when I said I'm doing fine, one of the Marines, they took their fist and they just punched me in the chest for no reason. I was having a donut, and for no reason, he said, how you doing? I said, fine. And there were 6 Marines, and one of them just punched me in the stomach for no reason. And he said, the chief says to me, I saw what I was going to say, admit, yes, it's my fault. I got into a fight with 6 Marines. It wasn't my fault. I didn't start the fight. When the Marine punched me in the stomach, punched me in the chest, I went crazy. I just started swinging, and he says, you were caught, actually. I saw you beat the hell out of those 6 jarheads. He says, you're one of us. I saw you beat them up, and you're one of us. And but what happened in Vietnam, there was a show the night before. There was a show at the club, the enlisted men's club, and all the seats in the front were taken by all black guys, Navy men, and they didn't play. That a Filipino band came to play, and they didn't play soul music. So what they did, they started throwing beer at the Filipino band. They started throwing beer at them because they weren't playing soul music. They were playing all kinds of music, and they got upset. And the head singer of the band just jumped into the group of them and just started swinging at everybody. and there was a race riot right at the club. And now what was happening in Vietnam, there was race riots in Vietnam. And so I went back to 1970, and this is what happened. And the chief said, I saw what you did. So being that you stood up and you fought, you're one of us. You could have anything you want. So what do you want to have to eat? What do you want the cook to have, make you to eat? I said, I'll have some pizza. So, okay, pizza for Barnett. That's it. For Brooklyn. They called me Brooklyn when I was in Vietnam. They used to call me Brooklyn. So the chief says, pizza for Brooklyn. And that was my story of race riots in Vietnam. It was a crazy time. It was a crazy war, and it didn't make any sense. And so that's the story. Have a good day, universe. I survived Marble Mountain. I never thought I would survive that place. And my dog is a real hero. She survived Hurricane Katrina. She's been in all the papers. And that's the story of, thank you, universe, for listening to my story. Have a great day.